안녕하세요. 저는 Sunny입니다. Hey guys, it is Sunny here. Welcome to part 3 of my playthrough of Best Served Cold. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I know I'm starting late, but I just won't play as long today, but it's okay. Streaming again tomorrow, so. Alright, let's overhear what's going on. The group of 20-somethings sit in a semicircle, sipping happily. No, those are imported. A lot of the textiles we use are made in other factories. So what you're saying is if I purchased a coat from the shop you work at, made by you, it's more of an assemblage? Everything is at this point. I mean, I made some of the patterns and picked out some of the fabric, but yes, most of the stuff is designed by my boss and I just stitch it together, sort of. Didn't I get my coat from Seems Good? I think your parents might have visited. I nearly got to work on one of Olivia Carmine's outfits, though, before my boss got back from his trip. Apparently the two of them go back long enough that he worked as her stylist for a bit. She's very picky about who she lets touch her clothes. She's probably very hush-hush about her sizings. I've heard all sorts of rumors like that about celebrities. Thankfully, if I ever need anything modified, Maria can just do it. Now that must be handy. Say, Maria, you think you can fix up a few pieces I have? I just take it to the store. I don't have the equipment at home. Anyway, I'm getting a drink, Maria. You want anything out of me? Surprise me. If you're grabbing drinks, I'd love an evening prayer. See people play. Sure. Interesting. What do I need to do to get a drink? Evening, Elena. Alright, yeah, I gotta get her a drink first, for real. Drink, yes, get me drunk. Okay, so we're gonna go for a 5. An Easter and a Ruby for her. Yeah, I'm wearing my regular glasses today, y'all. And it's kinda, my eyes are definitely adjusting. I was wearing my blue light glasses. Please let there be some sort of break in the case. Who are you telling? Definitely don't hate it, thanks. Alright. Now, they did just mention that she was like... They mentioned that Carmine is particular about her outfits. So, I don't know what that's about. I only have 4 shots here, so... Let's talk about... It's ridiculous. Killian would never do something like that. Besides, the body was found early in the morning, right? Killian's mother is extremely strict when it comes to curfew. If he's not home by 11 p.m., she'll scour the entire Bakovi Boulevard until she can drag him back home. Trust me on this one. Killian cannot take a single breath without his parents' permission. If he were up to no good, they'd know. Okay. So now he's been exonerated. I swear I confronted Natalia about spending all her father's money. Okay, I should have used the femme fatale, but that wouldn't have worked as well, I'm sure. Yeah, I know about that. That's why she was after Dad. See what she says about herself. Natalia Reid's murderer? What's this all about? Did you resent Natalia Reid? Yes, and I wasn't the only one. Are you happy she's gone? That's dark. What kind of woman do you think I am? Do you know how she died? Some sort of poison, right? My dad mentioned it. Horrible way to go. Wouldn't wish that on, well, her. The fact that someone out there is sick enough to do something that sadistic is sort of terrifying. That's why I don't come here without friends. Well, that and the fact that drinking alone is deeply depressing. No offense to your clients. None taken, I'm sure. So luckily okay, so he has an alibi, I guess, or whatever. Let's talk to Wendy. Honestly, I want to know everything. Hell yeah, I got my eyes on you, narrow glaze. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like it's him as well, but like, I do need to ask her like a lot of questions. Because we're too close to the end of this 14-day period to not have more proof about what's his face. What do you want to know? Okay, let's see if there's new questions first and then present evidence. So I have 6 things. Kind of place where you wipe your feet on the way. Not exactly my scene, darling. Okay. I don't know the man. Told Marco about it and he's like, that's interesting. Nice. It's not really on my radar. I don't think we have much in common. Common sense has been okay. Alright. Don't have to be insulting. Yeah, I figured she was gonna say that. Alright, go ahead and leave. Thank you. I do kind of want to talk to what's his name? Here we meet again. Alright, let's see if he knows anything. He does not. Alright. Let's get him a femme fatale as well. Yeah, let's hurry up. Just double checking to make sure nothing's changed. Okay, we got a lot. Oh my god. Okay. Actually, I think it's something to do with revenge. The killer always targets blondes. I agree. I think it has to be Elliot. To be honest. Do you know about Talia's debt? Heard Lena rant about her occasions. That gave me nothing. So, what about Clara? So I'm a bit slow, of course. Of course you are. Man, I am casting a wide net, but patience yields dividends. I'm due to a catch. Okay, interesting response, I suppose. Please do not share this with Mother. This was shared in confidence. Oh my god, I have one more left. Let's talk about... Yeah. I really know the gent, but I certainly believe you. Okay. Alright, now Maria. Also, I did remember to... I did remember to charge my controller today. During Maria. Yeah, we're gonna go with Femme Fatale, of course. If I could get more than freaking 2, more than 3, like, added, I mean. It's lovely, thank you. She is pretty drunk. Alright. This is gonna be a lot. Okay, I think I have a little bit more than enough. Oh shit. Yeah. You've been drinking, I wouldn't judge you for it, or you aren't making much sense. Okay. God. Okay. say less. I don't know very well, but despite the scary scar, he's always been polite enough to me. Okay. With me. I literally have just enough in drinking. Okay. Alright, and last one. I don't know very well. Okay. Go ahead. Get out of here. You provided me with jack shit. Let's talk to him first. New barkeep, evening. He likes the wake-up call. Yes, I know, it's a perfect drink. I'm just skipping some of it. Alright. So I want to talk to you about this. A little unconventional for a young man his age, but certainly in line with what I've heard about Dr. Durand. Seems we can rule Killian out. Good work. Okay. So luckily that's it. I need to talk to the suspect, which is this guy, because no one else, there's been no evidence pointing to anyone else, so you're always in a bad mood. Alright, so I want to make him a femme fatale. I know he's not going to like it, but it's probably my best bet since that's the only one that gives me a 3, so yeah. Skipping that. Alright. No new questions. What do you think about this? Are you actually talking about? I don't know what you're asking me. I think it's Elliot. I don't know about y'all, but I think it's Elliot. I don't have any other evidence, but I truly think it's him. I don't know how I'm gonna prove that it's him, because I don't know how he would have had access to the I don't know how he would have had access to the poison. Alright, we're gonna end it, because I don't have anything new, so yeah, go ahead and get out of here. Alright, oh my god. Let's clear the board. Jesus. Okay, so the murder was done at the last drop. It was Peter's favorite speakeasy. But we also know that Elliot was rejected by Natalia at the last drop. Natalia was the victim, if I can find her picture. We know that the murderer likes blondes. We also know that the choice of weapon was a syringe, which Peter has still not divulged any information about. There's also a lighter that matches Peter's missing matches, which I think that's down here somewhere. Actually, I'm gonna put this back, because put this over here. Matches Peter, but the syringe matches one from Elena's old job. I thought the match is Elliot. Yeah. It's a match is Elliot. That's him. But we also know that Peter had... He uses matches, though. So... Killian and what's her name have been exonerated, so... We also know recently that Clara was chased by somebody. But we also know that Peter collected Natalia's debt. So, hold on. Let me see. Is that one up here? I think that's how I got that one in the first place. Maybe his job. Okay. Peter matches, but what if it's a different match he uses? That's the thing, right? Is that Peter was using a lighter, and when we showed him the lighter, or he showed us the lighter, or something like that, he was like, oh, this is a lighter that you gave me. Potential patrons, lounge chats. Peter also has some shady jobs as a debt collector. I'm really thinking that it's, what's his name? I think it's Elliot, bro. But I just don't have the connection of how he got the syringe. Well, he says he doesn't recognize it, but that could be a lie. So Peter is probably working for the mafia or something. Well, we know for a fact that he's working for a powerful underground person. But do we think that he would go as far as to murder blonde-haired women? Because that's the one thing I don't have more information about is his job. Can make up a theory about how Elliot got the syringe. I don't know, but we need concrete evidence. That's the only thing we're missing is concrete evidence to pinpoint it to be either Peter or for it to be Elliot. At this rate. I know, so close. Alright, let's talk to... Let's either talk to Elena or we're gonna talk to... Let's talk to Elliot. Oh, he's always in a bad mood. Talk to the priest? We'll talk to Elliot first. Just to get his, the thingy up. Alright, let's hurry up. Alright, go ahead, leave my counter, please. Bye-bye. Elliot's always in a bad mood because his score with women is 0. That's fair. Alright, girl. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do about you because... Okay. Let's make her a femme fatale. Everyone's getting femme fatales today. Fatale, fatals, whatever it's called. Alright. I need to ask you some questions. Because some things are actually surrounding you. Alright, what do you think about Let's talk about Peter's job first. He's a criminal? Well, it stands to reason, but I suspect his appearance might belie his nature. Okay, so she didn't know about that. It's interesting. Did you know about Natalia's debt? Love your confidence. Incredible. I don't know what you're getting at. Okay. So please. Okay. So basically, that was a bust. Do you know about Alina's job? Nope. Okay. That was another strikeout. I need to know more about Peter. I only have like 2 left though. I already asked her about Peter getting rejected. I mean, Elliot getting rejected. I don't think she's gonna know about Elliot's later. Do you? You're probably not gonna know anything about Peter, to be honest. I mean, you know anything about? Nope. Okay. Never mind. You don't know anything. Nope. Doesn't know anything. Well, that was a bust. She honestly, I feel like, would be the next victim. Truly. Alright, I'm so sorry, my guy, but I'm gonna give you this. Ellie being rejected and get angry about it sounds like personal growth issue. He's a man-child that needs to understand what no means. No means no is. Okay. I mean, that's fair, but I'm just saying, like, it's just hard because the one thing that could pin it to him is figuring out how he got a hold of the syringe. And the people that seem like they should know don't, so it's hard. Okay, let's see if there's any new questions. I have a theory about it. Do you recognize the syringe, sir? It's nothing to me. Leave me out of this nonsense. That's an odd reaction. Shoot, at this rate, it might be the priest, for real. If anything, I feel like him saying leave him out of it makes it even more suspicious. What if he had an appointment and happens to steal the syringe without the nurse or doctor's knowledge? Well, we don't even know if he's ever even been to the office because anyone who knows anything has been keeping it pretty, you know, secretive. Do you know anything about Dr. Durand? Means nothing to me. Leave me out of this. Did you go to the last drop? God, you don't know anything. Okay. Blonde victims. God. I hate this man. For real. I do not like him. Do you know he was rejected? Yeah, I am starting to suspect the priest, not gonna lie. Evening, Elena. Alright, let's make you a drink. I need to get some information out of you. I'm gonna make this one because it's a 5. Hello, game? It's pressing the button. Alright. Already know it's perfect drink, yada yada. Alright, anything new? No? Okay. Oh my god, I forgot. There's like leftover things. Do you know about Peter's job? I think I asked you this last time. Always so polite to me. Interesting response. I used to go with my father. It's close to the casino. Okay. I mean, I'll ask her about Killian first. Some sort of puzzle. Okay, that didn't help me. I have 2 left. Okay. Apparently I asked her that already. Scared like a guy, I don't know him, but he's always had good manners when he spoke to me. Also, now that I think about it, Peter's been missing for a while. Y'all realize that? He didn't come the last 2 days. Oh my god, girl. Told you about it. Don't tell Maria. Uh-oh. It might be Peter. Like, I feel like I feel like I've been definitely, missing something. You know, you're kind of useless, my guy. I don't need anything from you, actually. Yeah, so, like, I'm gonna need you to, like... I might just present it without, you know, tell me I need the name of your suspect. What are your findings? I have 2 more days. Need more time. Honestly, my guy, I don't know. I'll make you a drink, golly. Can you, like, help me, sir? Jesus. Yeah. I have a bar to run, I'm sorry. Why are you still here, Elliot? Because there's nothing else to do for him to do. I didn't learn anything new. Honestly, I feel like I should just, like, put everything up here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost. Give me a breakthrough! Alright, Vincent. Please give me something. Please. I'm begging you. Alright, sir. Do you know anything about Peter? I'm gonna start with Peter. Beg your pardon, I have no idea what you're going on about. Gotcha. Okay, Peter's job. Of course you don't know, God. Elliot's missing lighter. No. Cancel. Let's go to... Oh my God. You don't know anything! You don't know anything! Doggone it. Talia's debt? Know anything else about it? I was aware she was struggling with financial issues, but not quite aware of how much. I hope it's not related to her death. Can't be ruled out. Okay, finally, Jesus Christ. I say I know too much about this Elliot person, but I confirmed that Natalia did often enjoy hanging out at the hotel. It's located near her favorite casino, surrounded by quite a few speakeasies once the hotel bar was shut down. Good to know. Okay, well... You provided 2 interesting pieces of information and nothing more than that. Hello. Nothing new. Let's, obviously give them drinks. It's Peter... Is that Peter back there? It is Peter back there. I'm gonna get to him. Yeah. I know, this is not up your alley at all. Skip. It's good, I'll give you that. Okay, well. I need you to talk to me about Peter. So I'm gonna do these 3. And then I'm gonna do this one. And maybe Peter. The other Peter. Alright. A criminal, he seems, I don't know, polite mostly. Bitch. Cryptic, I don't think this is relevant. Oh my God. I'm just striking out. Elliot. You know anything about his missing lighter? Damn it. Sounds like she's covering for Peter. Sounds to me like she's covering... Sounds like to me she's covering for Peter. Jesus. Okay. You know anything about Dr. Duran? Nope. You don't know anything. Okay. Well, get out of here. Get out of here. Evening, Maria. Alright. I'm gonna make you a femme fatale as well. Damn right, it's lovely. I made the drink. Damn. And there's nothing to ask her. Alright, Peter. Alright, bro. I gotta make you one of these too. It's not a very strong drink, but... I gotta ask you stuff. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Breaking up the wrong tree immediately. Not a good thing. Total Divo loved it. It was my favorite place, and they shut it down. At the end of the day, you should look at this clue on your clue board and see if it combines with a related clue. They Thanks, game. I guess it's gonna be these two that connect together. Told you that, losing your marbles. If you have something to say, you're gonna have to be clearer with me. Dude, do you like blonde victims? Or blonde women? Not victims. I prefer brunettes, though dark hair, sultry demeanor is my particular weakness. So, like Maria? So, your job. So I told you. It's nothing to do with your investigation. Dead men pay no debts, or women. Damn. Alright. Alright, sir. Actually, you've been kind of useless too, not gonna lie. Y'all, this is gonna be the last day. Alright. That's why he came to you. Not his job. Where is the favorite speakeasy? There it is. It's right there. I can... Okay, there we go. Jesus. Hello? They said to match us to another clue. What clue am I supposed to match it to? Hello, game? Potential patrons? See, I don't... Honestly, y'all, this game is gonna make me look something up. So I'll be back. Can I make a restroom break? Okay, y'all, sorry about that. My stomach was hurting really bad. But I'm better now. Jeez. Okay. So it said that the thingy, the last drop clue would be connected to something else. I don't know what kind of clue that would be, but let's try kind of everything. It's so hot, yeah. Maybe lounge chats as well? I don't know. Here's job. I don't think the last drop. Closed after the fact. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Like, some of these are green, though. I mean, it says it's red, so, like... Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. I'm probably gonna look this up. Not gonna lie. This is stupid. Yeah, I don't know. I know, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. Someone's just gonna have to die. Give me enough time. I need you to name your suspect. What are your findings? Here. So, who are you accusing? Ah! Elliot. Managed to avoid most of my questions. Why would Elliot kill Natalia Reed? What's his motive? She rejected his advances. He tried to hide it, but holds some questionable views about women. Natalia rejected him. He does not have the maturity to handle that well. I've seen it in silence. A lot dangerous. Do you have evidence? The lighter belongs to him, so I'm missing lighter, and he's the one. See, I see that being a detective isn't your gift. Isn't my gift, or isn't the actual detective's gift? So he's missing his lighter, and the one we have in evidence matches the decorations. Sounds very convincing. Wait, are you sure about this? Once I present your case, there's no going back. Me? Listen, I messed up because I started the questioning so late. Like, presenting the, I presented the evidence so late. So, we'll just do it. Do it. Just go. He tried to guess his mood, but his demeanor is stoic. Breaks and he smiles. His eyes light up. He roughly pats you on the shoulder. Good work. Found the culprit and helped select. Okay, we did? Woo! God, what do you want? Okay. I feel like it's not gonna be good. Like, I honestly feel like it's like, oh my god. I feel like it's not. I feel like I missed something. Spot coffee may be bitter, but victory tastes so sweet. Well, so it's down and the drink is empty for a moment. You wonder whether the owner of the drink besides him meets your eye. Looks like he's come to a decision. The partnership ended up being a profitable one. I made the right choice when I asked for your help. Glad to help. Made quite the team. My intuition, insight, and deduction, and your legwork. I wonder, would you do this all over again? Maybe a possibility, but not for a while. A year at least. What are you talking about? I'm gonna have to book you. Even if you helped catch the killers, establishment is still illegal, and what you're doing is a crime. Are you serious? I am. When I first came here, I told you you had 2 weeks to catch the killer. I lied. I gave myself 2 weeks before I would shut this place down. The law is the law. Now we have the killer. I can catch 2 birds with 1 stone. Quiet. I'm taking your cooperation into account when I put in a good word for you. Still being charged with your history. I'm not sure anything I can say can save you. You betrayed me. It's whatever. I'm a man with a job, and that job is catching criminals. Why do you think this story... Did you think the story would have a happy ending? Miley stands up, patting a notebook in her pocket. You feel numb as you watch him fix the creases of his coat. It's a shame. Some of the squires at the station could learn a thing or two about police work from you. To keep things moving, I have to cuff you. What the fuck? Trophy earned jackpot. Trophy earned, upping the ante. Oh my god. 12 years later? So let's trade places. I'd slap him in the mouth for you. What the frick? I was arrested for 12... Well, not arrested for 12 years, but I was definitely arrested. Alina's dead! Alina died! Oh! Bitter pill. Case 1. An hour before opening, Vincent Floyd descends the stairs and enters the speakeasy underneath his bookstore. He sits down in front of you with a big smile, his eyes twinkling with mischief. Grand opening of the nightcap. I haven't felt this excited since, well, not for a while. Isn't it risky to reopen? Let's make this a success. I applaud the enthusiasm. Very good. The illusion of certainty comes complacency. A firm belief that all establishments have been closed makes funding continuous efforts to try and find new ones redundant. Consider it reverse psychology. Surely nobody would attempt to open an illegal establishment in the same place twice. That way of thinking is exactly why we're here and now. Why here and now poses the least risk. What would happen if we do get caught? The constabulary are no longer trying to send a message. At worst, we might get a fine, but with business booming, it wouldn't set us back for more than a month of profits. When I was hiring, I made sure to find an honest professional bartender who needed the work. I picked you for this risky venture because I needed someone with a sense of adventure and a clean record. With the current cost of living, I had to become adventurous. My record is clean because I haven't been caught. Yes, Bacobi and Olisar are at a breaking point. I will find ways to use my modest fortune to keep the economy vibrant and the good people happy. Now you might be good enough to make... might you be good enough to make me a drink? Yeah. What do you fancy? Please show me why I hired you and surprise me. I will leave it to you. Okay. Might be good enough to make me a drink. Okay, yes, let's make you a drink. Alright, tempt you? Absolutely. Make it something. Okay. Oh Oh no, the drinks have changed. They have changed, y'all. Shit. Okay. So we know his favorite drink is the Eastern Ruby. But the Eastern Ruby is 5%, which is pretty up there. Let's see if he likes anything else. I think he's the one. I'm so angry at the detective. I'm pissed too. 12 years. I don't know if he was arrested for 12 years, but jeez Louise, man. Alright, Liberty. I need to find something with like similar ingredients. So whiskey is in there. Anything else with whiskey? I just can't believe he arrested me, bro. That pisses me off. Maybe something with a 6, like one night stand. Wine. I think that's what we'll do. We'll do one night stand, yeah. I'm thinking either one night stand or, or Eastern Ruby. Yeah, let's do one night stand. That was gonna be fun, I'm sure. Right here, take the perfect drink, I know. Getting better at this. For future reference, I'm a big fan of orange. If you have something behind that bar with orange, I'm all for it. And then I have a dinner party to attend to, and make sure to stay kind, professional, and consistent with the quality of the drinks. Enjoy your evening. Pissed me off, bro. And Vincent was so freaking useless. Well-dressed lady, a tall, dark-haired woman sits down at the bar deliberately. Her smile is gentle, but her gaze is focused. Are you a fucking detective as well? What a fascinating place. You really managed to capture the atmosphere of Old Bacobi. Classy but informal. Thank you. Ran my own bar for years, but the politicians decided to pass this damned prohibition bill. For a while, the frustration lingers on her face. Then she lets out a sigh and continues to speak. Being here, it brings back memories, both happy and sad. My name's Sandra. Might I ask, how long has this place been here? I opened up today, actually. Congratulations. Is it your first time running a bar? No, although the Spire Lounge was a very different experience. More or less, I've never been in charge before. Those other two people behind her look out of place. I don't know how to answer this. I don't trust any fucking body now. I see. In that case, would you care for some advice from someone with a bit more experience? Sure. You get a good measure of you first. See what I'm working with. Even before the prohibition, part of the job was learning to work with what you have. Liquor supplies wax and wane, and you won't always have every ingredient in stock, but there's always a way to get new booze if you know the right people, right? Right? Bartender's goal is to learn the favorite flavors of their customers and use what they have available to meet their demands. I see. Now let's see if you can impress me. What do you fancy? Telling you that would ruin the challenge. Let's just say you need absolute perfection to gain my approval. Bitch. I'm trying to make something that you fucking like. Show me what you can do, rookie. Alright, well, I'm gonna make probably another one night stand because I wanna be up there in terms of drinks made. So, one night stand it is. Thanks a lot, Hugo. You just enter it to the I don't give a F about you to phase with both me and Sunny. So I'll use some ingredients adequately mixed, good but not perfect. You can make sure to keep your quality consistent and your customers happy. There's a bright future ahead for this place. Bitch, I made it perfectly! Now you can show me your small talk skills for a bit, if you'd like, although by the looks of it, I'm already confident this place is in the right hands. I'm always up for small talk. Let's talk. Are you in with anyone? I don't have many friends here these days. You know how it is. Change jobs where you're out of town for a while or you just lose touch with one another. Any friends at Bakobi? Well, there was one guy I thought I could count on for a good time. Maybe I still can. I'm worried he'll let me down just like the others. It's hard to trust anyone these days. Might be right. I feel a bit restless in Bakobi nowadays. I always thought I had friends here, but I'm not so sure anymore. There's still good people here. Maybe a couple. Goodness, you might be one of them. You're a good talker, you know. Relaxed. I get the feeling that if bad stuff is going down, your nose is clean. My nose? All I'm saying is you're right. Maybe. But everyone else, the dogs, the bougie dames, the rich, the Nabal, otherwise, no. They're only masquerading as decent people. You might become your new customers, but they are not your friends. Don't ever forget that. And if you can, do the thing every smart Bakovian does before long. What's that? Leave. Get out of this damn city before you get too attached to it, like me. I'll keep that in mind. I don't like how I answered that for you. Wait, is Sandra the old bartender? I don't know. Got any more advice? You want more tips? Do you think I'm some sort of wise teacher here to inspire the next generation? I don't think I'd make for a very good guide. Next generation? You're not much older than me. Guess not. Sure feel pretty old these days, though. Guess I could still teach you a thing or two, if you answer some of my questions first. What questions? Just a few things I'm curious about, really. Only ever run legitimate bars. I want to know how you will choose to run your speakeasy. Are you the kind of bartender who thinks the drinks are more important? Are the most important part of speakeasy, or is it all about the conversation? Oh, shit. She's agree. If there are no drinks, we might as well be in church. I always like to get a read on people's priorities, but I'm also curious about their values. Do you trust figures of authority like politicians or the police, or are you more of an anarchist? I do what I believe is right. Agreed. You have to follow your gut. Deep down, we all know the difference between right and wrong. Yeah, after getting betrayed by the fucking detective, I don't trust anybody. So, those are your values, but what about your future? What are your plans for this place? Do you intend to make the speakeasy your home? Or is it only a springboard to some greater purpose? Stepping stone. Good. Once you feel it's time to move on, you should take what you need from this place and never look back. Now then, I promised you some more bartending advice, didn't I? Then I have 3 more tips for you, all really simple, but something many bartenders tend to forget. 1. Make the customers the drink they ask for. 2. When they ask you a question, it's not always the truth they really want. And 3. When you struggle to get a read on someone, consider their actions, not just their words. Got it. Let's talk. Also, let me read that real quick. Hold on. I'll get 2 animal bodyguards, a badger, and a wolverine. Awkward. Kind of glad we're not born in that time and not in the game. Me, you, Darth Vader, and Mako would be in handcuffs by the end of night 1. That's what Sunny been doing. Exactly. Like, she's just telling me stuff that I already know, basically. I've got it from here. Maybe will be the last speakeasy in Bakobi, making you the last representative of our craft. Really? Really. And I don't think that'll be changing anytime soon either. I sure don't plan on getting behind a bar right now. I'm keeping my head down until this prohibition blows over and I can get my old bar back. Good luck! Probably won't see me around too often, but it seems like this place is in good hands. Be just fine. I'll see you later, kid. Last week, Sandra downs the rest of her drink, rises from the bar stool, and walks back up the basement stairs, disappearing from the night. Alright. Bye! Whoever you are. Let's talk to this person. Fancy gentleman. A man with dark hair talks with his tall friend before approaching the bar and sitting down. Evening. Hello, I'd love a drink now. Any preferences? Quite fond of coffee. It's a wonderful beverage. Perhaps you could work with it somehow? Work it in somehow. Yes. I know exactly what you'd like. Not as refined as I look. Don't worry about perfection. Just make it strong and colorful. Okay, so he says something with coffee in it. So I'm thinking either the ambush, which is not very strong, so I'm probably gonna skip that. Or the wake up call, which honestly gives me bad bad vibes already because it makes me think of that damn detective. Here, take the drink. Sometimes the pursuit of perfection leads us astray, but today, you've not missed the mark. Cheers. Thank you. I'm Lucas. I was invited by Vincent. He's a family friend. He said friends were coming. Yeah, that's me. I confess I don't go out often. I work so much, though I enjoy a dinner party now and then. This place is a little rough around the edges for me. Don't get me wrong, I like it a lot. There's so much life and energy here. I'm just adjusting to it, slowly. Also brought a +1 with me, Bjorn, the robust fellow over there. If he orders anything, let me know and I'll pay. Kind of you. I brought him here, so it's only fair, right? Thanks for the drink. Love the look of the bar. Very rustic. Not a big drinker, but it's making me nostalgic for, well, pre-prohibition, I guess. Really? Yes, I think so. I'll go join my friend now. If I don't see you again tonight, have a great evening. Have a good one. Kind of want to talk to you, though. Hello. Business supposed to be going well. Now what looks good tonight? Yeah, let's, What sort of drink do you like, sir? Quite fine of coffee. It's a wonderful beverage. Perhaps you could worry. Okay. Got it. Thanks. He looks like a downgrade. Elliot! You're so silly. How are you and Bjorn getting on? I've tied myself in knots trying to figure him out. I think I need a drink before I talk about this. I gave you a drink. Whatever. You work on the Boulevard too, right? Yes, the International Business Office of the Grand Central Bank. How is business? Good for now. Been promoted a few times, and if I keep working hard, I may make assistant manager next year. Sounds interesting. Thank you. Few would agree. But steady and pays well. I mean, I can't retire quite yet, but I can afford nice coffee. Nice food, good coffee, as many cocktails as I can handle, and it's probably a good idea to have an essential job to avoid conscription. Are you worried about the board? We don't use that word at the bank. It tends to make our customers nervous. But yes, unrest slows business, and I worry that most of the borrowing and loans we see right now are disaster investors and profiteers. Why would anyone stockpile food now if not to benefit it from it later? You think there could be famine? Seems to be more expensive luxury items we see being brought in bulk and stockpiled, mainly by former currency speculators from Belgium and Bulgaria. Currencies are too unstable, so they've changed their focus. Do the banks think war is inevitable, or do you think war is inevitable? The banks don't make bets. They leave that to their customers. They plan for all outcomes. Business looks to be going well. What do you do for fun? Every day I try to work my 3 main activities. If I miss any, really I'm grumpy. If I do all 3, I'm ready to face the day. What are they? First is the morning coffee routine, obviously. But I also like to crumble down a brown sugar biscuit over some fresh yogurt and whatever berries I can find. On special days, I drizzle some lavender honey on top. Then I go out in my garden and feed my cat, Martha, and see if the little finch is eating from the bird feeder. I call him Bartholomew. Oh shit, sorry. And then I have a cold shower. Really? Yes, indeed. I feel the ice-cold water clears my head and wakes me up more effectively than a single source of Arabica dark blend, medium roast. What do you do for fun? I glue pennies to the road and watch people try to pick them up. I like to read. My work is fun. Have you seen That's Not My Neighbor from before? I have not. Pushing myself to find the fun in meeting others like you do every day and still find it hard, but I'm trying. Thanks for this distraction. I feel like I'm getting better at the small talk. Alright, is there anything else, bro? No? You're good? I can't believe Alina's dead. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you for the conversation, sir. Next, Bjorn. Large, bushy-bearded man sits at the counter. He takes a long look at the row of alcohol behind you with inquisitive eyes. Good evening. Can I get a drink? Anything you fancy? Simple and strong, please. Simple and strong. Alright, cheers. Alright, he says simple but strong, so... a one-night stand, maybe? I know I keep making one-night stands, but... to me, they seem like the perfect drink. But he says strong, though. Budweiser. I mean, that's just beer. Something strong and simple. Simple but strong. I'm thinking either night count or a one-night stand. Those are my second and third strongest drinks. Yeah. Here, take the drink. Won't complain, does the trick. Name's Bjorn. I work in the factory a few districts over. Nice to meet you, Bjorn. What brings you here? Lucas invited me. He's a well-dressed lad with the short black hair and round glasses. Are you local? Yes, I moved to Bukovia a few years ago for work. What sort of work? Metalworking. Used to build ships in Scotia. Now I work metal for industrial machines, heavy stuff like farming equipment and infrastructure. Cool. How are you liking the city? Expensive and unfriendly, or maybe I'm just bad at making friends. Secret speakeasies and sneaking around in the shadows isn't really for me, but Lucas asked nicely. Speaking of Lucas, I should find him. Thank you for the drink. My pleasure. Nah, get your behind back here. We need to know more about you. Evening. Place, not sure where to start. What sort of drinks do you like? Simple and strong. Okay. What's your job? We already asked him about his job. He does metal work, but I don't think he'd be interested. It's not too complicated. Looks like he hasn't slept in weeks. I'm interested. We can talk about something else. I rivet the frames of the outside flanges to fit the strainers inside pressure valves, vessels for stream tanks that are reinforced for high yield fabrication. See, interesting. You say so. You're an odd sort. I don't mean that in a bad way. Back in Scotia, I worked on barkentines. Or you might call them schooners? Sailing boats, right? Bloody huge things. Oh, damn, sorry about the language, pal. Is that allowed here? It's fine. Worked in Scotia on these big schooners, but they were solid things, not like the matchwood they use in Sara. You know a lot about ships. Yeah, Scotian barkentines have 3 masts, and back home they built them with steam cores, and they had an electrolyzer induction system. The sails were mostly for show or military maneuvers. It's in my blood, you see. I come from a shipbuilding family. 3 brothers and my father. Hells, my mother worked on ships, training the dampers how to use signal flags. In Scotia? Yes, what a country. Whiskey and rain run in my veins. Those are the only 2 liquids that flow in Scotia. I hate it and I miss it. You have to go away to come home, you know? Why did you leave Scotia? My brothers and my mother needed money. There's no work back in Scotia, so I came here. Saran coin goes a long way back home. Will you go back? Maybe, probably not. Sometimes you change so much you don't fit back where you came from, like a jigsaw puzzle that got too beat up. Your family must miss you. Aye, and it's mutual. I just worry that when I get back, my brothers will think I've changed too much, and I'll feel like they haven't changed at all, and none of us will fit anymore. Maybe here can become home? They're still your family. Aye, maybe you're right. Just striking out today with conversation. You're close with Lucas? I'd like to be. What's stopping you? He's a fine fellow, gentleman. We know each other a little. And? Well, I like him a great deal. We're not close friends, though I would like that. But I like him as more than a friend, you see. Oh, okay. How did you meet? Upstairs, actually. Not much of a reader, but I needed an ornithology book to help me identify a species of robin. I think neither of us are accustomed to talking to strangers, but we both made a go of it. Hope he realizes I want a deeper relationship than casual book chats. Tell him. Well, I put all my cards on the table. I also wonder why is he interested in me at all, as a friend, companion, or anything else. Perhaps he has a business reason. Could you help his business? I don't think so. No, I suppose I just need to talk to him more openly. I think so. We already asked about his family, but let's go ahead. Doing their best, I send money home and it helps. My brother spent it on their vices and my mother spends her share on food for them all. And your father? My dad lies at the bottom of the Albion Sea. Oh my god, his dad's dead. I'm so sorry. He died doing what he loved, being a drunken dafty on a big boat. Thing is, 9 times out of 10, if there was an accident, it was his fault. Not this time, though. What happened? Friendly fire from an Albion frigate during the Europa War. Big hole in the fore. The ship sunk like a straw into the drink, straight down. Dang. Better people have died worse. My 3 brothers all should learn a lesson from Dad's death, but they won't. You don't get on? I try. 3 brothers, 3 problems. Anstrom, Caleb, and Donbo. That's them in order of crisis. Let's start with Anstrom's problem. I have enough problems with my own family. The fighter, he can't go into a pub. Those are still open in Scotia without chinning someone. That means hitting them in the face. Why is he violent? He's the youngest, and I think deep down he's scared he'll be conscripted. But he would never admit that, so he's out there every night with something to prove. He's picking fights to prove he's the big man, and me and my brothers are all big men. But violence doesn't make you the big man, it only makes you a bully. What about your other brother? The drinker. Plenty of those in Scotia. He's making his own moonshine now. Considering where I am right now, maybe I'm not one to talk, but I think if you're brewing moonshine out of bitter berries, you should sell some of it. Especially when you're drinking so much every night you can't see. Dang. And Donbo? The lad chases anything in a skirt, and I'm fine with that, but he has to be straight with them. Every Friday night, some scandalized father or angry husband turns up at my mom's door. Then when the noise awakens Anstrom, he runs downstairs and there's a Barney. The wee man gets thumped, and my brothers have ruined some poor soul's night. Can you have a word with them? My mother asked me to step in. I could even have one of them come through and stay with me in Bacovi. Set them straight. Only got space for one, though. Problem is, I don't know which one. They all look up to me, and I feel like I keep them on the straight and narrow when I was back there, but here? That's rough. Hey, can I put you on the spot here? You've been a real good listener. Can I ask your opinion? Sure. Anstrom, Caleb, Donbo, the fighter, the drinker, and the philanderer. Which one can I help? Which vice can be cured? Violence, drinking, or heartbreaking? Heartbreaking. Alright, some 5 women in the city and less angry fathers with shotguns. Maybe Donbo, then I'll think on it. Place, I'm not sure where to start. Yeah, I chose his youngest. I chose Donbo because, bartending. I mean, the one with the drinking problem, that would just lead him here, and it's my job to make drinks. So, the one who has a violence issue, I don't think that would do anything but get him arrested all the time. So I don't know. At the very worst, for Donbo, the womanizer, or whatever, he would just probably get killed by somebody. So, see the news about peace talks today. Are you joking? Huh? There's no chance of peace now. Treaties between the Alliance and the Rusalka satellite states means they're unifying to clear a way for invasion through the Eastern Peninsula. That bad? How do you not know this? how do all of you in Bakovia not know this? I keep trying to talk to Saran people about what's happening in the world, and they look back at me like I'm reading them a story from a fiction novel. You're right, we need to face the realities of war. We don't want to think about it. I understand that war is frightening, but it is going to happen. We are running out of time, but everyone in Sara wants to pretend this party can go on forever. I've had enough war talk. Why are you so sure it's coming? My last job, I worked on these long reinforced barrels for Earthshaker cannons. These things had to have striations that were 3 whole inches long to stabilize the munitions. That's because the shells carried a payload. The engineers dreamed it up last month and they call it a Promean flame. It costs 800 brass per ounce to produce, and it burns human flesh down to the bone. You don't make something that expensive and that cruel unless you plan to use it. The weapons of the last Pan-Nation war made 1 million widows. The weapons of the next war won't leave anyone to grieve. Is it that bleak? Look, I don't think it's completely hopeless, but there might be a way we all come out on the other end of this thing. We all need to start behaving like our time is limited and precious, because it is. And even if you think war doesn't affect you, this mad grain rationing is ineffectual, and it's stopped all alcohol production. We can only hope the world sees sense and soon. I think we're done. Yeah, we're done here. Alright, well, have fun, sir. I hope that dumbass, bro man doesn't frickin' show up. The detective. Because I definitely feel like his annoying behind is gonna show up. Didn't I frickin' say? Vincent entered the bar with a lullaby man and a long coat of blues. I do not give a frick. As the men settle into their seats, you can see Vincent's face is still red, though he's trying to calm himself. Hugo, meanwhile, adjusts his coat awkwardly and coughs. It's clear the two men have been arguing outside, and though they are quiet now, the atmosphere is tense. After an awkward silence, the man speaks. Well then, detective, now that we have some privacy, perhaps we talk this like civilized men, or, by all means, continue your tirade. Yes, it's better we talk here instead of continuing the argument in public in the streets. Now, Mr. Flora, despite all those protestations, you knew about the illegal bar the whole time. In fact, though you feigned ignorance when the culprit was caught, it was originally all your idea. And 1 year later, I returned to find you have the audacity to reopen the speakeasy, this time with a new sidekick. You narrowly avoided ruin by shifting the blame and having learned nothing, doing the same thing all over again. You've gone too far. You had no issue with keeping the place open when it suited you and your career. You used this place as a hunting ground to catch your suspect. I'd say you got what you wanted, Constable. Or should I call you Detective? Your promotion was won with my help, and dare I say, you enjoyed more than the odd triple while on the job. I operated entirely within the law and made the best of the situation to ensure the safety of the people of Bakovia. The safety of the people of Bakovia? Vincent lets out a hollow, sarcastic laugh. You climbed the ladder and kicked it away when you got to the top. The last bartender didn't deserve to be hung out to dry like that. Despite my help and cooperation in apprehending that vile killer, Elliot Lynn still got away, and this speakeasy was closed down. Elliot got away? Hugo takes a deep breath trying to calm himself, but it's not really working. That's besides the point here. You used your influence and connections to avoid any real repercussions. Slap on the wrist for breaking prohibition, and worst of it all, it wasn't even an oversight on your part. It was a plan. Both men see. They turn away from each other, but the tension doesn't recede. What the hell is going on here? Wow, this man here is the reason we had to shut down last year. Correct, and by my good grace, it's not closed again. Yeah, I need cooperation. Cooperation with what? Hugo pulls out a newspaper from his coat, sets it on the counters from roughly 1 week ago with the headline, New Money Heiress Dies at Tea House. An ambulance was rushed to the tea house when she suddenly collapsed and started convulsing. Although medical staff swiftly arrived on the scene, all help came too late for young Elena, who passed away of asphyxiation. Bakovia Police has closed the tea house and started an investigation as Elena had no prior health problems that could account for the sudden onset of these symptoms. Tea Terrace owner Fang Bai was among the first questioned. Several other witnesses have also been brought in for questioning, including the friends who were present during the incident, as well as famous singer and radio show host Olivia Carmine. Let me lay my cards on the table. I was assigned to this case and I'm currently struggling to find a lead. Though no fault of my own, progress has been slow, too slow. I need your help. I don't know your face, which is usually a good thing in my line of work. Mr. Flore is already on thin ice, but I wouldn't want to put a stain on a clean record like yours, so please work with me here. Last year, both Elena Dragos and the three witnesses mentioned in this article all visited the Speakeasy. The witnesses were Killian Duran, Maria Popa, and Wendy Brooker. I'm also certain that Mr. Floyer couldn't pass up the opportunity to mention the nightcap's grand reopening in Circle of Friends, which I believe included Fang Bai, the owner of the T Terrace. Ms. looks away annoyed. It seems Hugo is right. In other words, you have direct access to all my suspects. Fortunately for you, I'm not coming here empty-handed. Take a look at this. Pulls out a card. Photograph of a letter instead of being handwritten or typewritten. Words are constructed. Okay. If you don't find an envelope containing the agreed upon amount, the usual place, your secret won't be a secret much longer. Alina, you missed your payment for the second week in a row. Do I need to remind you what is at stake here? If I don't find an envelope containing the agreed upon amount, the usual place, your secret won't be a secret much longer. Blackmail? Exactly. We found it while searching Alina's home looking for clues. It may be coincidence, but money is a powerful motivator. If Alina stopped paying, whoever was blackmailing her may have had the motive to kill her. Considering Fang Bai poured the tea, she is naturally our prime suspect. Alina was likely poisoned after all, but this letter complicates things. Perhaps someone in her circle of friends was desperate for money. Here's the deal. I've thoroughly interviewed every suspect, and none of them opened up to me. I can't get them to speak, so I want you to gather information from these people without knowing it. As a bartender, you should be good at loosening people's lips and listening when they talk. Do whatever it takes to make them talk. Joke, threaten, cajole, whatever. Or keep it simple and get them drunk. If they find something interesting, write it down. Think you can handle that? It's not like I have a freaking choice. On my resume, but what guarantee do we have that you won't betray us like you did last time? I'm not required to give a guarantee. All I can say is that I learned from my past experiences. See, I can be humble. I can compromise. Can you too? Well, it seems we have our backs against the wall. What do you say? We have no choice. Can't protect us from Detective Martin's scrutiny right now, but he is observed too. I have some friends in the upper echelons of the constabulary, and the detective better make sure he never sets a foot wrong. I think we all know where we stand. These terms are acceptable. My superiors have given me a deadline. 2 weeks to find something tangible by then. Yes, okay. Yeah, keep up the attitude and we'll get along swimmingly. I'll drop by later. Fuck you. That's what I have to say. Also, let me read the comments real quick. Gold did a censored where she just put the asterisks, but I'm pretty sure that says bastard. Gold says a bunch of cuss words at Hugo, and then she says, "Sonny, let him cook Hugo." I'm so freaking tired of oh wait, did my game break? Oh god. Let's see, this place is open again. There's many look at the world. Why did it do that? That was weird. Okay. Hi, Killian. Oh, again, I don't recognize you at all. What do you mean? It was in another bar. I worked at the Spire, remember? Killian eyes you up and down for a moment. There's a glimmer of recognition, but then it's gone. Well, don't dilly-dally. Mix me something. What's your taste in drinks? Too many questions. My head needs lightning with booze. Well, don't dilly-dally. Mix something. Okay, for a refreshment? I really shouldn't, but I want it. Okay, so last time he liked things that have mint in it, if I'm not mistaken. I don't see anything that has mint in it this time. Pero his tolerance is anything from a 1 to a 4. I don't want to get him super drunk. It's gonna be... He likes Pirate Joy. I would say Liberty, but I think he also... He said... I think he's... No. He's the one who's like... He doesn't want it to taste like alcohol. So... Yeah. Pirate Joy it is. Take my perfect beverage. It's an unusual way to make this particular drink, but I don't mind it. It's well you didn't make an impression, for better or worse, so our relationship can go either way from here. Let's see if fine conversation can raise you up in my estimation. Bitch! I don't like you. Booze? That doesn't make me feel like I'm drinking booze. Can you elaborate? I don't know, I guess like rum? Let's go with that. Okay. So he likes rum drinks now. Seem annoyed? Something about your family. I resent them and I'm certain they resent me. Things have definitely changed. I've never given even a single ounce of trust or respect in my entire life. Every aspect of my existence is subject to their whims, and while under their roof, I have something. My family has produced esteemed professors, lawyers, teachers, doctors, the works that come from a family who expect some degree of academic success. How can such smart people not see that I was unable to follow that path? I'm just not cut out for such a life. I tried my hardest, but I never had the ability or interest to pursue any of the textbook subjects with their big words. Tragic. They let you down. I managed to escape that life for a while, but my freedom was short-lived. That's not what I actually think, but I put it there anyway. A few weeks ago, I was thrown back into that gilded cage, and I can see the wealth, but I cannot touch it. I'm like a child who has never tasted sugar, led into the candy store. I'm in a foul mood. Taught more than enough about my parents. Maybe that alcohol is loosening my tongue a bit too much. Take it easy. Alright, hold on. I need to read this. Okay. Do you have family nearby? Well, let's not talk about his family. He said he doesn't want to talk about it. Do you work in the city? Are you kidding, or are you offering me a job? No, wait. Even if you are, I'm not interested. Why not? Imagine me working in a speakeasy. I would not be happy. The customers would not be happy. Damn it. I'm sure the bottle of vermouth would be frowning at me. Do you even want a job? There's other things you can do. I'm aware. Look, it's not like I'm useless. I could work, but there's no support to do it. No obvious path for me to follow. No, the only jobs I'll be engaging in is the waiting job. Mother can't hold on to my trust fund forever. That's not a real job either. Good luck with that. Yes, well, at one point, Lena was going to pay for me to return to college, and obviously that's out the window now, too. So I'm back to my original plan. I wait for the wealth I'm owed to come to me. Well, what else should we discuss? Let's talk. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Why are you asking about this? If you've been reading the papers, you understand as much as I do about what happened, which isn't much. We're still gonna ask about the damn clues. Here, you know about this? You told me someone was leeching away her wealth this whole time. That's appalling. Who would do such a thing? Mother's expecting me back soon. So, I should get to hustle. Okay. Also, you bastard. I don't like you. Sorry, yo. A young, tired looking woman sits down at the bar and she looks at the menu behind you. Last the eye, she seems defeated. You tell her glum demeanor is not her usual nature. It's been a long day. I don't know how I dragged myself here. Most nights, I flop into bed and try to sleep and fail. I get home from working at Seems Good, and I don't even want to read or play chess or anything. It's rough. Now I'm here, I'm not sure it was worth it. Maybe a drink will help? Sure, what do you like? I don't even remember. Just make me something to take my mind off things. Okay. I do remember that she liked tomato drinks. But we don't have any. So anything that's a 3 or a 4 will be good for her, I think. A 3 or a 4. We're gonna go with either Pirate Joy or Wake Up Call. Because we don't have any 3 drinks. Weirdly enough. Pirate Joy, Wake Up Call. You're gonna take the drink. All for improvisation. It's unusual, but it works. Need that drink more than I'd like to admit. I'm Maria, by the way. I'm glad this place is open again. I hope it goes better this time. I'm gonna sit down again. I think Wendy was talking to me about something or other. Girl, get your behind back here. So what drinks do you like? Doesn't matter, just make me something to take my mind off things, okay? Loss. Can't be easy to lose someone like that. It's not. Do you want to talk about it? Want to talk about something happy, or what will you do now? Talk to you? I barely know you, and I haven't even talked to my family about it. I don't know what to say. You were close. Yeah, although we fight. But if you care about someone, you fight with them. You fight for them, right? You gonna be okay? We don't need to talk about this. No, thanks for asking, you know. Can't believe how many people turned up at the funeral. There were so many speeches. That's good? Suppose, but it made me feel like such a tiny part of her life. How close was I to her? Seems like they all took up so much room. There was so much grief. Left me no space to feel anything. I didn't feel resolution. I felt squeezed out. And I was still mad at her too. She didn't listen to me, but in the end, she knew she was doing something wrong. And when she was gone, I was just another friend she disappointed. Nothing more. I don't want to talk about this anymore. You were there, that's what counts. At the funeral? Sure, but I wasn't there before, when she actually needed me. She's trying to make me feel better, but it's no good. I feel terrible about this for a long time. Well, that was a bust. I know. She's already in a bad mood. Damn, I don't want to mention chess, because anything I mention is going to automatically bring up about, whatchamacallit. How's work? I really need some time off. Work too, I don't know. Figure out what I do next, but I can't afford it. If there was ever a way for me to escape the tailor shop life, well, that path is closed off now. Really? I don't want to talk about it. What can you tell me about Alina? Not in a mood to talk right now. Just serve drinks, don't ask too many questions. Okay. What's this? Is your idea of a sick joke? The letter was found in her home. No, I don't believe you. That's not... She was not that kind of person. You have no idea what the letter could be talking about? None whatsoever. I'm off, it's late and I have to work in the mornings. Bye. I learned my lesson. I'm gonna start presenting these clues more. It's Wendy. Hi, Wendy. You deal with the lighting, and Killian told me it was open again. I thought he was playing one of his childish pranks. We visited often before all that kerfluffle last year. Wait. It's only been 1 year? Heard about that recently. Oh, you poor thing. I'm Wendy. Shantae, pleasure's all mine. Would you like a drink? Certainly. Let's place on the boulevard work experience. It's kind of pleasure. See what you can do. Flavor match your taste. Seems my old flavor is no longer available. Such a pity. Got anything exotic? Okay. Classy, but not too subtle. Extravagance is what I yearn for. Okay. So we need something fancy. Maybe the royal flush, but that's gonna be too strong. Ambush is too weak. One night stand. Maybe a one-night stand? Or an Eastern Ruby, that's always nice. She said something fancy. Something with extravagance. I don't want to get her too drunk. Notice some deviation from the common recipe for this drink. Experimentation has led to great results throughout history. Very daring. It's quite fortunate this place reopened. After all the recent events, I needed a place like this where I can distract myself. This is lovely. Me too. Can you get back here though? For real? Can't complain. Good to see you. What sort of drinks you like? Something exotic. So what's your story? Any friends in tonight? Did you hear about what happened at the tea house? Well, I thought she was there, so... My story? Well, I'll share it if you will. What's your story? Pay off some debt. Debt these days, I bet Carla has something to do with it. She's the only game in town when it comes to money lending in the Covey. My own path from rags to riches was a little more rocky. Not that I was ever really in rags, not even close, truth be told. My family was always wealthy, though we fought hard to avoid ruin. What happened? My father was in business with his brother. They squabbled and there was conflict over contracts. For years my father was angry and distracted, always worried the money would disappear. When I was a child, we traveled all around Zara, visiting the hotels my family owned. 3 in Bakovi, 4 in Timiru, and 2 in Constanta, and 1 in Talhassa. Never had a real home, just a hotel room. Some spending money and an angry, absent father. No mother? Over 10 years, there were 5 different women who asked me to call them mother. I never did. My real mother died young. I'm sorry. Don't worry. I was well looked after. I had nannies, aunts, servants, plenty. But the concept people made me strong, adaptable, ready to thrive in new environments. What of your family? Hold on. I gotta ban this person. This bot. Okay. There ain't more of this left. I'm an orphan. I come from a big family. I'm an orphan. That's relatable. Interesting. Well, we all have our own little backstories, don't we? And each time we tell a stranger ours, we reinvent ourselves. Let's catch up. Any friends? Everyone's my friend when they're looking for a beautiful woman on their arm or need to share gossip about rival or enemy. Are you close with anyone? Is that what friends are for? No, my dear, I wouldn't say so. I don't let people get close to me unless I know their true nature. It takes me a while to warm up to people. Close friends are a very special thing. We treat romance like it's the highest form of love, but romance comes with complications. Complications? Absolutely. Romance is relationships with vested interests. In romance, we seek monogamy, adoration, sex, but in a friendship, we seek only connection. Really? Close friendships are worth more than romantic partnerships. But not all friendships must be close to be worthwhile. There are 3 different types of friendship, each with unique value. 3 types of friendship? Absolutely. I've given it a lot of thought. Where are they? So I tell you each of these categories. I want you to think of your friends, hold them in your memories, then see where each falls. Ready? It seems this is exciting. Indulge me. Ready to start? Let's go. The first group of friends are the fair weather friends. You've heard of the term? No. They turn up when you pop open a bottle of bubbly at the start of the night, but disappear when you're crying into your glass at 3 a.m. They're the first to the party and the last to visit you in the hospital when you drunkenly fall down the stairs again. The second group is the Klingons. They attach themselves to you like a barnacle, refusing to give you an inch of space. Klingons wear out their welcome. They are the party guests who litter your home when the atmosphere has gone stale and the night becomes morning. Even as the sun rises, they fail to do or say anything of interest. The third and final type of friend is the life force vampire. They suck the energy from the room with their victimhood, complaints, moans, and grievances. Life force vampires are the worst of all. Utter bores. They take and give nothing back, and they never dance with you. What dreadful people. Isn't that a cynical view of friendship? Oh, I don't sugarcoat things, darling. Maybe people have other views of friendship, but many think like I do. At least I'm honest about my opinions. I will say, you were pretty honest, bro. Okay, let's show you this. We all make mistakes, bartender, but the richer you are, the more good-for-nothing wastrels will become chomping at the bit to try and make a profit out of you. In my family, we know how to quietly deal with these sort of hiccups, but poor Alina was never blessed with that kind of old money wisdom. If only she'd confided in me. Oh, she would have actually, like, helped her. It's all rather pathetic, isn't it? The boy never did have brains to become a doctor or a lawyer, nor the work ethic to succeed in business or politics, leaving what little else Mummy dearest would approve of, such as the struggle of the Nova rich. When your wealth is fleeting and hard-won, you can never rest on your laurels. It's a shame, really. It's not like killing doesn't have any merits. An eye for beauty, for one thing. It's far too late for a lady like me to be out alone. Okay. Alright. Bar is open once again. Glad to see Vincent found another gorgeous face to adorn this place. Thanks. Do we know each other? Yeah, served you at my old workplace. You're on that radio show. I'm sure we know one another a little, and obviously everyone feels like they know me from the radio show. Familiarity breeds comfort in this one. Cozy little speakeasy you have here. Look at you, moving up in the world, or sideways at least. Your lips spill secrets they shouldn't. Gossip, darling. What kind of drinks do you like? Parajoy's my usual go-to. Is both refreshing but fruity yet adventurous at the same time. Not specific? I'm a woman that knows what she wants. Love a little story with my drink, and the pineapple undertones take away some of the bitter taste. Story? I'm afraid it's time for the tales past, dear bartender. I'm sure we'll find something else to talk about. Okay, well, I'll give you a drink. Jesus. Alright, so she says she likes things that taste, that have, like, pineapple in it. So, anything else with pineapple? I don't see anything. Perfect, even before Prohibition, this would be delectable. Okay. Care to tell me what happened at the tea terrace? Got any gossip about Winnie Brooker? Dear bartender, quid pro quo, as they say. Visit your lovely establishment to enjoy a drink, not to hand out some of my best gossip for free. Let's make it worth your while first. I should have gotten her drunk. For real. Here. The girl was being blackmailed, really? Isn't that usually something for unfaithful husbands and corrupt politicians? What kind of unsavory business could Miss Dragos have been possibly even up to, I wonder? This isn't a juicy piece of gossip, bartender, but this is just sad. Can we talk about something else? Okay, well, we'll talk about something else. How's your show going? Well, sweetheart, for asking. Wonderfully, thanks. Would you like to hear about last night's show? Sure. Well, I won't spoil the whole thing. There are reruns on Friday nights, but what confession would you like to hear about the most? I'll share one, but only one. Do you want to know about the dancer who was putting pins in her rival shoes? The husband sleeping with his wife's twin? Or the woman who ate her grandmother's birthday cake and blamed a badger? Ooh. Twin cheater. So the wife woke up during a camping trip in the river valley to find her husband kissing her twin in the moonlight. What a scandal. Oh no. Deep. The husband's response was to pretend he was confused over which twin was which. His wife was not convinced. Can you believe that? She said they looked nothing like each other. She was short, blonde, and pretty. And he was 6 foot tall and had a huge beard. What? In the end, they all worked out. Can't believe they're part of a very cute and respectable polygamous situation that goes on fishing trips every Sunday. What a scene. You know, the radio show is wonderful, but it's not my only pot on the stove. Have you heard of Dalliance? Oh, you must have heard of it. It's an opera debuting soon and I'm the star. I'm so sorry the tickets will be very expensive. You would have liked it. Well, I should head back home now. If I don't get my beauty sleep, the Maverick will go bankrupt. Ta-ta. I feel like Olivia is like that fake rich. Like, truly. What drinks do you like? Don't try me. Fair enough. Alright, I'm just gonna... No waste of clean glass. It's up to high standards now. Oh, okay. Let's ask him everything, yeah? Can you tell me more about the witnesses? How did you find out this place reopened? Did you get a promotion a year ago? What do you think about the police force? What do you do for fun? What is your home country like? Yes. Solve a big case? Yes. Don't want to talk? Was it like this case? Somewhat, though this case has more subtleties. Someone like me helped you solve the case? The previous bartender was involved, yes, though I wouldn't say their contribution was integral to the outcome, but you don't need to worry about that. Your role is very different. For one thing, they had criminal record while you still have a chance to do something better with your life. They helped you get a promotion? What happened to them? Doesn't matter, like I said, things are different. And no one helped me get my promotion, mind you, I earned it. Bitch, I did everything for you! Good policeman follows a rule book. A good detective knows how to think out of the box. It's easy, but just... Okay. I guess I'm happy. Applauding enthusiasm, but partner is presumptuous. You're an asshole. This dude's a complete dick now. Can you tell me about the witnesses? Certainly. She may have guessed more of the witnesses are also suspects of the exclusion of Olivia Carmine. She was sitting quite far away at the time, but still observed. Sure, interrogate her thoroughly. More of the suspects belong to Lena's direct group. Only exception is swing by. Not only did she serve the T-bow, Lena was convulsing and choking. She rushed to give everyone a tablet of activated charcoal. Perhaps you're familiar with the substance? It's a common antidote, right? Precisely. This implies that Fengbai immediately suspected poison. It's important you fact-check everyone's version of events. Make sure to verify every claim. That's all I can say, really. How did you know this place reopened? I pass by this place every day on my way home from work. I saw two gentlemen stumble out of the basement door after dark and put two and two together. You live near the boulevard? Not at all. What gave you that idea? The police station is on the other side of the city. I enjoy an evening stroll through the streets after work to clear my mind. Sounds like a good way to find some peace. Walking is a good remedy for a guilty conscience. I kind of want to piss him off, I'm not gonna lie, because he's pissing me off. My personal life has nothing to do with you. Just focus on helping solve the case. I want to ask you that again, because, like, how the hell? Okay, so he gives me the... Oop. Okay, sorry. What do you think of police force? What do you do for fun? I'm not interested in what he does for fun, honestly. In what way? Is a career choice compared to the force in Belgium? It's complicated. I've not made my mind up. I do. I'll share my thoughts right now. Something. Do you have any questions? What was your home country like? What do you want to know about it? Do you miss it? First became a detective in Belgium, things were simpler. You knew who the criminals were and tried to stop them, but in Bakovia is darker, more corrupt, everything's grey, it's exhausting. Do you go back often? There's nothing there for me now except my old model locomotives in the attic. My mother has not thrown them out yet. I'd like to visit. Travel does broaden the mind. If we go, make sure and try the cinnamon hot cocoa from Bonneville's. It's almost worth the 5-hour train journey. Jesus. 5 hours? Are the people friendly? Not overly. Not to me, anyway. Okay. I would ask what he does for fun, but I feel like he's just gonna disregard what I say anyway, so... I don't know about you, bartender, but I wonder how can he afford to treat him in the first place, and perhaps more importantly, who brought it to an end? I'll just ask you everything. Those were all facts I have, I'm afraid. I read her last year. Shame circumstances like these brought us together. And there could be a connection. I mean, superficial similarities between the two victims, but I highly doubt they're related, aside from the obvious fact that there's foul play involved in both cases. Focus on the matter at hand. Okay, well, I still gotta present everything to you. Give me all the information. I'm relying on you. The dead often take their secrets to the grave, lucky for us. Everyone that knew her secret must be considered a suspect. Okay. Yes, from reviewing the case, charcoal that Miss Bai distributes to in particular. How so? Quick thinking and a clear display of knowledge on the subject of dangerous substances makes me wonder where she acquired that knowledge and why. Let's press her on this. I'll just ask him. Fun? I should invest. Well, I wouldn't normally discuss such frivolity while working a case, but I'm working on a Model 8 Cheltenham Toy Railway. It's a functional miniature model set, working reproductions of real lines and locomotives at 1/400th scale. Cool. I think so. Many would not agree, like my ex-fiance, but we all find excitement in different places. Thanks for sharing. You asked and I answered. Now let's get back to business. I don't. You can get to stepping now, because I need to start putting clues together, I guess. Welcome home, bartender. You will now return to your apartment at the end of each workday. Here you can review all the clues you have collected thus far and make new deductions just as before. To access the clue board, select the board hanging over the desk. To end the day and proceed to the next, simply select the bed and get a good night's rest. Good luck. Okay. Do I have my clues from last time? Okay, I don't. Gotcha. Alright, so we know Lena was poisoned. We know she was also getting blackmailed. Sorry, y'all, I had a cough. We also know that charcoal was attempted to be used with the stuff. Alright. I would think these two have to be connected, but... Alright, we don't have any leads right now, so let's just leave everything together. Let's go back. It's interesting how the world is kind of expanding. Oh, it's a kitty! Sorry. I love cats, so... Alright, it is Wednesday now. Peter! Hey, information. Did a coffee detective fellow visit this place recently? Are you and Detective Mertens acquainted? There was a detective here yesterday, yes? Detective, so the maggot got the promotion in the end. Made you think I want to talk about him more? Watch your mouth. Would you like a drink? Just gonna see you, looks you up and down. You really want me to believe you're just a bartender? What else would I be doing behind a bar? I have to pay my bills somehow. You're gonna make me a drink then, bartender. All smiles and sunshine before I have a drink. After? Depends on whether the drink hits the spot. Flavor would you like? See, my old favorite is off the menu. Damn more. Got anything dark and bitter? Okay. He's definitely kind of a dick. What you feeling tension for? You ain't done nothing wrong to me as far as I know. Alright, he says something bitter. I don't think any of these would really help. His tolerance is out of 5 or whatever. Let's try maybe a one-night stand. I'm gonna make a good drink, you know. You almost made one tonight. Peter, I'm here on behalf of my business partner, Carla. She wants to make sure you're going to pay up for that loan you took. We were lenient during your little rough patch, but now that you're making actual money again, the rules are changing. Carla is a patient woman, but patience has a price. She's had her feelings hurt before, you know. I'm working on it. So you're running a barn. You do what you gotta do to make your scratch, and if you need to change hustle, so be it. As long as you bring in the lay at the end of the day, Carla would be happy. Just a predictable effect of a specific cause. The cause is failing to pay Carla, and the effect I had on the last fellow who didn't pony up was extremely unpleasant. I took him into deep water so he could learn what kind of man he was. He learned. Turns out he was the kind of man who pays up. That was the end of our business. I get it. Let's move on then. Listen, bud, I always try to give folks a decent warning if I think they'll listen. Warning? That detective, Hugo Mertens, don't give that copper an ounce of your trust. The backstabbing and betrayals that happens between me and my unsavory ilk is high school drama compared to what the cops are up to. They'd stomp out an old Bakobi Baba into the mud for a chance at promotion. If our pretty-eyed policeman ever walks along that alleyway out back on his own, me and him will have a nice little chat. I'm not gonna kill him though. He needs to be put in his place, for sure. Just a chat, nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I'll be back checking every now and then. Okay, bye, Peter. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Peter. I like his aggression. Because Detective Mertens definitely deserves that. Who are you? Dignified lady. An old woman huffs as she clambers up on the stool awkwardly. She humps herself gently as she adjusts her clothes and gets comfy. Good evening. Good evening, what brings you here? Curiosity, and I could use a drink. Mr. Floyd mentioned to this place nightcap, the bar below my bookshop. Yes, he's converted the space. Vincent is a jolly fellow when he's in a good mood, which is most of the time. Now about that drink. What can I get you? Can you make me something fruity? Perhaps something with citrus. Okay. Something with citrus. Alright. Probably an orange daisy, for sure. But her tolerance is a 3. At the very, crazy part. And we don't have any 3s, so she said something fruity. I'm thinking Pirate Joy or an Orange Daisy or even an Eastern Ruby, honestly. I feel like 2 is going to be too weak. So it's going to be either Pirate Joy or Eastern Ruby for sure. Ah! What the fuck? Why'd I start going back? That was weird. I have a young me, always looking for bold new flavors to combine perfectly palatable. I'm Hoxia. My family's a long history across 5 generations of brewing and serving fine teas. Mixing and serving drinks of any type is an art and craft. Should introduce myself properly. I'm Fang Bai. Oh, I didn't realize that was her. But you can call me Miss Bai. How was your day? Clouds followed me, bartender, even when the sun shone. My shop is closed, and I don't know when we can open again. At church today, I felt the pitying gaze fall on me like heavy raindrops. What will Miss Bai do now? Sorry to hear that. I don't want their pity. I just want to serve them tea and share in their conversation. I do not care for being the subject of gossip. Sure, you heard it by now. The girl who died in my establishment. I heard. Very sad thing. Anyway, thank you for the drink. I'll go mingle. Damn, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you in a bad mood. Come back here. Uh... Oh my god, I can't read anything, because it's just wigging out. Tell me about your place, the Tea Terrace. Do you come here often for the drinks or the people? What can you tell me about your country of origin? I saw you reading earlier. Wasn't reading, I was writing it. You're writing a book? More like a journal. A notebook I use to keep track of all the things that give me joy. My friend Albert owns the old printing press in the stack, and he bound it for me, so it looks like a little novel. That's a good idea. Thank you. Thank you are often poor judges of what truly makes us truly happy. How so? Before I started this journal, if you asked me what made me happy, I would say the usual things. Peace and quiet, and tea, drinks with an old friend, receiving a nicely wrapped gift with a big pink bow. Those sound great. They're all pleasant enough, but they don't make me as happy as I think they'll make me. Meanwhile, last week I was sweeping the dust in Lou's tea in the basement, and I don't think I have ever felt more content. Our work is virtuous. It's not about what seems enjoyable, it's about what brings joy. Next time you feel true happiness, consider what you're doing and what makes you feel that way, and then write it down. I will. Don't get me wrong, I'm not advocating against earthly pleasures, quite the opposite. Delicate tea, a cozy blanket in the winter, a touch of a handsome man or woman. These are all fine things we should allow ourselves to enjoy. However, I also believe we don't always know what we like. Pleasure lies not only in familiar places, and if we look hard, we can find it when we least expect to. I need to think about this. I waste too much time on my nonsense, dear. What are you saying? What's the saying? Life is too important to take seriously? I believe in the importance of silly business. Believe in what? Oh, silly business is the heart of my philosophy. It's my belief that most of what we do in life is absurd, deeply silly. The business of life is absurd. Hence, silly business? Yes, that's it. I have more to say, but perhaps another day. I've mattered for too long already. Girl! The fuck? So what drinks you like? I tend to like drinks that are fruity, perhaps something with citrus. Okay. I will ask about her country of origin. I haven't been there in a long time, but I could try my best. What do you want to know? Do you miss it? Do they have bars? Miss the gardens. I like the style here in Sara just fine, with all the grass and trees. My heart yearns for the tranquil pond here and there. Sounds nice. And I haven't been there in a long time, but I can try my best. What do you want to know? Does it have bars? We have taverns and little, well, you don't have the word here, but cozy little bars for 4 or 5 customers. They're full of lively chat. Let's move on. And melancholy, I miss people of Hashev when I moved here. I miss people around when I come home because of the hub. Got patrons from all corners of the globe sharing tea. I like gardens, temples, mountains, and warm weather just fine, but what I really care about is people. That's why I love Bakobi, and that's how I can tolerate this dreadfully chilly Saran climate. And I confess, the churches here help me feel closer to the goddess. I know her spirit lives in all of us and everywhere, but the cloisters of the Bakobi Grand Cathedral, I feel like she is walking arm in arm with me. Are you religious? I am. The goddess found me in my moment of need. I was not in despair, but I found myself sitting in a beautiful garden, filling a space where happiness should be, but there was nothing. I had a thought I could not shake. There must be more. The thought was so clear in my head. And the breeze blew by, and I swear, as clear as can be, I heard her voice, lyrical, musical, loud, and confident. What did it say? There is. That was it? That was it. That was enough. May I ask what you think? I won't preach to you, but I'm interested in your own beliefs. I believe in the goddess, I believe in something, but I'm not sure what. I believe in beautiful gardens, and that's enough for me. Admire the ability to leave the heart open to possibilities. I hope you fill it with something worthwhile. What do you recommend? Do you come here for the drinks or the people? Tell me about your place. How many do I have left? I have 2. Okay. I don't want to make her in a worse mood. Yes, I get everyone activated charcoal when Ian convulsing. You happen to have it on hand? It's quite a common household answer. I believe every establishment serving food and drinks should have it at the ready, don't you? Might start doing that. They managed to tactically deflect the question. Perhaps she's less sharp after a drink. So what do you recommend? Still haunts me to see her like that. Probably to my dying day. Please don't make me relive that moment. I apologize. Alright. Head home. Maria. Maria. Ave Maria. She said surprise me. But we need to have a good drink. So maybe the ambush? I want to ask her a lot of things. It's great. You should travel to a lot less backwards country and join one of those bartender competitions. Okay. Can you talk about Alina? You mentioned you played chess. Yeah. Only so much empathy for poor Killian not getting all the spending money he feels entitled to. He could always get a job, you know, like the rest of us. People who have actual problems. Chess. Not much these days. You're not playing anymore? Seems so pointless now. Maybe it'll keep your mind occupied. I can't, you know, remind me of how much I've lost. Competing at that level took Alina away from me. It's too demanding and the sacrifices you make are not worth it. Worst of all, I was playing chess with Alina just before she died. Of all the things we could have shared. Coffee, a walk in the park, a hug, but no. More chess, more competition between us. Then I learned even those games of chess were a lie. Or at least a trick. She couldn't beat me fairly. She was cheating! Why? How was she cheating? Huh? Oh, forget it. Doesn't matter now. Point is, it wasn't supposed to be me versus Alina. It should have been. Us versus the world. Wow. That's interesting. Alina was cheating? Spy may have saved our lives. Why are you treating her with such suspicion? You don't think it's a little odd? I don't. She knew Alina was perfectly healthy, so of course it wasn't a natural cause. And her knowing to administer charcoal? If someone being smarter than you makes someone suspicious, you must be nervous a lot. Touché? And the last clue. You know, it's the worst day of my entire life. I'd almost forgotten. Thanks for the reminder, bartender. I'm sorry. And I've already told the police everything I know, okay? So just leave me be. Okay, well. Oh, the option to ask about Alina is gone. Or maybe I asked her that already. Alright, well, I'll leave you alone. Damn, that's sad. Alright, Killian. They are. For a freshman, I shouldn't. I have a lot to ask him, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You know a way to mix this particular drink, but I don't mind it. Okay. I heard you're avoiding Maria. Avoiding her? I'm not avoiding her. She's nothing to me. Seems like you're mad at her. And vice versa. We're two people with one thing in common. We do not want to be around one another. My mother taught me to avoid women like her, and she was right. Competing for Alina's affections made neither of us happy. You both lost her. Maria no doubt blames me. I could offer her no consolation, and what could she offer me? Chess lessons? Condescension? No thank you. Does she have reason to blame you? No, she is crazy, and I hope you're not implying anything more. If you are, talk to my family lawyer. They'll swat you like a fly. What else shall we discuss? I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Two nearby, tell me what you think parents are responsible for their sons' and daughters' ends. serve him poison. That's funny. Really well, I agree somewhat. They certainly don't stop. Hey, Mako, though. Being responsible for your financial well-being just because you moved out of the house. So you're short of money. Wasn't hard for you to read between the lines there, was it? Yes, indeed. I am granted an allowance which would have stifled a child's ambition. Please, mommy, can I have a penny for sweeties? Such benevolence from mother and father. If I were less patient and canny, I might strike out on my own and leave them to rot in the family manor. Z. Okay, so you're tired, gotcha. This game tires me out, not gonna lie. There's so much talking. Things spiral out of control so quickly. Every time life knocks me down, I feel like people gathered around to see me fall or kick me while I'm down. Just so you know what happened to Alina? I do. We were dating, until she broke things off with me a couple weeks ago. She stopped taking my telephony machine calls. When I confronted her on the boulevard, she said her friends don't like me. They thought I was using her for money. Me using her. That's a horrible thing to say. I know the pros don't exactly have it easy, but their simplicity of how they find new work. Someone like me can't adapt as quickly as they can. My refinement is a kind of detriment. I get it. What hurt more was how Alina tried to keep my critics anonymous. As if it's not obvious that Maria had filled her head with this nonsense. Who else? I was trying to get a sense of normalcy back in my life, and Wendy invited me to the tea terrace. It wasn't long before I was thrown straight back into the drama. Sure enough, I had only just come to terms with losing Alina's romantic feelings when I lost her. I understand. That's so sad. Alright. Let's talk. Didn't tell us it was charcoal. He was having a swallow until afterwards, or I probably wouldn't have done it. Even if he may have died? It's disgusting, bartender. Charcoal is what you draw in art class, not medicine. Well, ask about one more thing. Give it a rest already. I told you a very vulnerable moment. Not judging you. Good, then just leave it be. Mother's expecting me back soon. I should get back. I know he's grieving, but like he's still being a dick. I have this. Interesting. Eventual ex-boyfriend turning to murder is a tale as old as time, but I doubt it was a mere crime of passion. Perhaps getting cut off from Alina's wealth and some financial repercussions from Mr. Durand. See what else you can dig up. He's not as bad as Hugo. Honestly, I hate Hugo, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Hugo can kick rocks. If something happens to Hugo, I don't care. That's how I feel about it. Killian was a leech, and she was hard to break things off, if you ask me. You really dislike him, don't you? Oh, please. Is that what he says? I don't dislike Killian. I just think he's spineless, intellectually lazy, and too defeatist to apply himself to anything. It's not that he's without merit, but Alina could do better than a boy who's too afraid of his parents to develop any passions of his own. Harsh, but probably fair. I'm off. It's late. Okay. Alright, Hugo. Get out of my place. Alright, so we got a lot of information. Got that he was dumped. I don't think it's really gonna connect to anything what happened to Alina. That's the girl that drank the poison, right? Girl, why are you asking that? You already know. After Alina broke up with him, Killian no longer had access to her money and was forced to move back in with his controlling parents. Would he have found another way to circumvent their financial restrictions? I don't think he did it, though. He also didn't want to drink the charcoal for some reason. Look, sometimes a review is good. Girl, it has not been that long. I don't think it's Killian, though. Not gonna lie. I think he actually loved Alina. I do too. That's why I don't think it's him. I think it's kind of strange though that the game is like... Alright. I have not saved this whole time. Also, Marco, you know how it ended, bro? The first case ended, and I helped Broman solve the case, or at least we thought we helped him solve the case. And he arrested the bartender. Like, what the... I did all that work. He got his promotion, and he still arrested the bartender. Like, it's just BS. Peter? Oh my god, it's full today. Hugo enters the bar as he approaches, his eyes dart over to the older woman sitting in the back. You notice his posture stiffen. Of course, the old bat will find this place. You know this woman? I had the misfortune, yes. She's a well-known local problem for the constabulary. Her name is Elena Ernest. I can't deny she was once a formidable talent and an effective detective. Effective detective? Yes, eventually she grew tired of police work and turned in her badge to become a private investigator. It's a lucrative path to follow, and she abandoned duty to pursue fortune. Rather than use her skills to hunt down criminals, she takes a small fortune investigating high-profile art thefts and espionage. Seems like a waste of talent. Our problem is the press and the public know her name. When the constabulary is seen to be dragging its feet with an investigation, pressure mounts on us to give her a call, and invariably, she eventually waltzes in. If she wants to masquerade as a 2-bit gumshoe, I don't give a damn, but I can't abide this ambiguity. Either she is a detective or a PI. There are two different worlds, and she has one foot in each, and I wish to the goddess she would just choose. You asked a bartender for help, sir. I think she wants to keep people safe. The ice underneath you is getting thinner with every smart comment you make. If I can set aside my emotions for a moment, there's no denying that she's a talented, experienced investigator. Use her knowledge to your advantage, get on her good side, and she might share her insights. But understand that she has no time for fools. I'll keep it in mind. Good, now as promised, I came here to bring you the case file. I trust you have already gotten to know our suspects. I've spoken to most of them. It's a good start. Seems you've been laying down your groundwork. Now it's time to see what you can shake loose. Try to find out who had a motive to kill Alina, who was capable of the crime, and who has an alibi that would cross them off our list. I'll drop by every day. Don't hesitate to call me if you need to talk through what you found. As long as you get me those pieces, I can build a case out of it. Good luck, bartender. I'll see you around. You're a dick. Alright, let's talk to Vincent. Hello, sir. It's going well. What shall we discuss? His lowest is a 3. And the ones that offer 3s are below 3, which is insane. Let's do... his favorite is the Eastern Ruby, so maybe that. Or we'll do the One Night Stand, so that's always a nice one as well. He's always talking about something classic, so... Yeah, it's okay. Getting better at this. For future reference, I'm a big fan of orange. Oh. I keep forgetting about that for some reason. How's business? Things are going quite well. I believe I've spotted a few familiar faces here in the bar. Some of my customers come from the bookshop. Coming from the bookstore, making their way here. Okay. Would you happen to know Maria? I always liked that girl ever since we met last year. She may be of modest birth, but she got the spirit of an educated soul. Besides spending time reading at the bar, she also frequents my bookshop looking for interesting literature. Always different topics, too. What sort of topics? The history of Zara, some books on chess, obviously, and some of those women romance novels, though I noticed she likes the ones where the lady and the gentleman don't end up together. A few weeks ago, she purchased a classic encyclopedia about all the botanical poisons of Bukovi! Fascinating text and gorgeous illustrations to boot. Last time Risa event, she probably wasn't the most It wasn't the most discreet thing to reveal. I'm sure she's a complete coincidence. Nor the ramblings of this old man. Let's change the subject. No, because why did she get a book about poisons? Was she really willing to kill Elena? Potentially? She read a book about poisons. Classy with red wine over ice and lemon. Okay, so he likes orange, lemon, and wine. Okay. That was a lot of information. Good food establishments? Yeah, other types of food. Oh my god, that's making me hungry. You expect, I have a sweet tooth. Everyone knows most. May indulge me in a moment. It helps an argument between me and my friend Albert. Tell me, if you had to choose one pastry, just one, what would you choose? I know pastries may not be the right name, but let's not get bogged down into semantics. Albert says one choice is objectively better, and I disagree. Please share your choice. You only get to keep one, the superior option. You can choose cookies, croissants, donuts, or pretzels. Ah, it's awful. Why would you do that? Also, those aren't pastries, though. Like, what? What did I say? Forget about the definitions, just choose. Okay, if I had to choose between croissants, donuts, cookies, and pretzels, I'm going to lean towards either donuts or cookies, and out of donuts and cookies, I would probably pick donuts. None of those powdered sugar ones. Something glazed, exactly! I love glazed donuts. Ideally with cinnamon, like they eat. Okay, whatever, I missed that. It's most enjoyable. I'm warming up to you. For the outcome, what should we discuss? You owe me a lot of information. Nine more. Flora passed away 4 years ago. I really the same her first two. It's easier. Your wife? You're married for 39 years. It'd be nice. Blah, blah, blah. 2 moods. Ready to talk about it? I am now. Thank you for checking. If war does break out, disease will ravage the continent, just like last time. People younger and healthier than Flora will suffer. But we shouldn't dwell on such morose thoughts. I'm confident our leaders will guide us through the tricky passage and find path to peace. Me too. Meanwhile, I continue to try to help the community any way I can. And in one way I can help the common man and woman in this cheery establishment. Flora would have ordered gin with lime and spent many hours down here with us all. Excuse me a moment, I think I need to talk about something else. Stairs off to the distance, you should talk about something else. Alright, well, last but not least. Actually, how many do I have left? 2? Okay. Let's talk about... Let's talk about this. Right, you didn't tell me things like this. What should we discuss today? It's not gossip if it's true. Interesting. I think I've read about that property of charcoal in a book once. I think the goddess Mespy keeps a cool head. Oh my god. Whew. I think I'm gonna end up just questioning everybody here, and then I'll end the stream after that. Alright, let's try to talk to Wendy. Hello. What is she like again? Evening prayer, which I don't have. Anything extravagant that tastes divine. Extravagant that tastes divine. See, you're wearing my extremely high standards, and my word did not disappoint. This tastes exquisite. Just catch up. I have a lot of things to ask you, but we'll start with this. Hear about it. Dear bartender, I was there. It's quite tragic what happened, especially considering what she was up to in the months leading up to her death. You know, it's doing something shady. If you have something to say, then just say it. Not sure if I should say I was your confidant and your closest friend after all. I'm sure she would forgive me for telling you this, especially if it could be a vital clue in learning what caused her sudden unfortunate death. You see, roughly 6 months ago, Killian nonchalantly mentioned they found a bottle of Fercerta in one of Lena's drawers. Maria was there too when he told me. What is it? It's a type of medicine commonly used to treat psychosis, but it can also produce periods of intense focus and concentration with the right dosage. During the war, officers received injections to help them in the field. Such drugs are sometimes used by diplomats or those working in espionage, or even in some high-pressure business environments, but Alina belonged to none of those groups. She is, however, a very competitive chess player. Medication taken without prescription is a dangerous choice, given she was playing against Maria that day. Well, sadly, it all adds up. Adds up to what? I want her coat. Oh, you want Wendy's coat? That's funny. Alina never quite learned how to lose. If she took a higher dose than usual to ensure she'd win the games that day, it might explain why she started convulsing. An overdose? It's my only theory, of course. Like I said, both Killian and Maria knew her well too. Perhaps you should ask them? Perhaps I will. Thanks, Wendy. That was very useful. Thank you. Charcoal. Yeah, it's quite the thrill. Alina lay limp on the tiles while the rest of us were left to worry if we'd just been poisoned or not. Not sure if we have Miss Bai to thank for still being alive, but considering she poured our tea in the first place, I think I'll reserve my gratitude for now. That's a King of Fighters lady, Mako. That's crazy. Can we talk about this? Yes, that was not a happy day for him. Was he very upset for being dumped? Of course, he had an eye on Alina for years, even before she became rich. He never could have resisted a pretty blonde that was smarter than him. A bar so low, your average golden retriever could probably cross it, but of course he only approached her after she'd earned her fortune. You mean King Vice Shermy? That's funny. Interesting. No, no doubt he would, but were you suggesting he's probably too much of a coward to do anything illegal, or to get in the business with the likes of Carla and her mangy lapdog? If only there was a way to make easy money without having to do anything. Alright, we got one more. He said that Killian bought a bottle. Let's ask this. Dear, seems Maria has been naughty indeed. Not surprised it was her. She was always a cunning little schemer. Suppose that's what made her so good at chess. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's far too late. Okay, she's gonna leave now. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's talk to this douche nugget. I missed previous streams. Are you enjoying it? I wasn't at first, but somebody came in recently and he was like, you have to present all your clues to every person. Like every single day that you have time to work on the case, you need to do it. So that was probably my biggest issue, is that I wasn't doing that because I was kind of afraid to, like, I don't know, I guess I was just scared. So now I understand it a bit more, and so that's what I'm doing. He likes either the ambush. I think he likes things that don't taste like alcohol. So if I do the 5, he's gonna be super drunk, and I don't want that. And I will also have him drunk. So, looking for something that's a 3, but doesn't taste like alcohol. Something from a 1 to a 4. Mako Vice. Yeah. We'll do the Pirate Joy, even though that'll give me only 2. I'm so sad Lena is gone. I really liked her. But I would have never suspected that she owed someone money. Kind of points me a bit more to Peter again. Are you coming here more often recently? I don't think you begrudge me a drink at this hard a time. Nope. Lena's death, an imminent war, and my financial destitution. My friends constantly letting me down. These are the darkest of days. Drink as much as you like. Drink as much as you need to feel better. Drinking won't solve your problems. Indeed, I plan to. Peter Boy has been MIA as of recently, since the case started. Absolutely. That's what bothers me too. Yeah, so somebody told me about Wendy can't keep her mouth shut, can she? So much for trusting friends. Yes, I knew she was taking pills. I've spent most time at my mother's practice to recognize what they were. When I saw them in her bag, I just figured friends should know. Is that a crime? There's nothing more to it than that. Sorry for asking. I only have 2 more. Let's bring that, but it was painful enough to talk about it the first time. Sorry. I'm sorry. She brought a book on poisons. Talk about an open and shut case. Can't get much clearer than that, can it? What are you waiting for? Arrest her already. Just a bartender. My mother's expecting me back soon. Okay, so... Dang. I feel like I'm kind of striking out, not gonna lie. You're always in a bad mood nowadays, to be frank. Alright. Her favorite is this one. And it gives me 3, so... I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Like I said, I'm gonna finish the questioning with everybody, and then that's when I'll end the stream. Yes, I know, it's a perfect mix. Hold on. Let's admit, this tastes great. You should travel to... That's okay. Good, she's in a good mood now. Can you tell me about Lena? She's like the sunlight cracking the clouds. Without her, I just feel... where do I even start? It's also unfair. Maria hunches over, a drink, a tear rolls down her nose and lands in the bar. Didn't realize growing up was just leaving things behind over and over. My mom was ill. She said she hoped dying was like being a sleepy kid at a party. You can't keep your eyes open. Your dad lifts you from the bed and listening to the laughter in the other room, you drift off to sleep. Elena didn't get that. Not fucking close. All she had was fear and panic, and when she died, her gasps didn't stop. They carried on inside me. I knew her, and I knew how she felt at the end. Nobody knows me the way she did, and now she's gone. I don't think she did it, bro. Not gonna lie. She might have, though. I feel like it might be a red herring, though. To be frank. Are you implying that he's doing something illegal? The boy's an oaf, but you said it yourself. His parents are incredibly controlling. I don't think he's mad enough to attempt Mr. Wagner's line of work either. Okay, well... See Maria's jaw clench. For an instant, she simply glowers at you in silence, weighing her words carefully. I'm going to be charitable and assume you had good intentions and bring this up. I'm telling you now, stay out of Alina's private affairs. You have no right to rifle through her closet looking for skeletons, you hear me? Have some respect. I just want to know why someone would have wanted to harm her. Fine. Yes, Killian told me about her medication. Now go bark up some other tree. That's a weird response. I get her being upset, but like... That's weird. Lay my heart bare to you. What more could you possibly need me to say? Okay, well, I don't care that it's putting you in a bad mood. I just need to talk. I know the purchase would come back to bite me. I would have left it on the shelf. Pretty botanical illustrations be damned. Believe me, I realize how bad this looks. But just because I've read about something in a book doesn't mean I actually use that knowledge. I read about all kinds of subjects all the time. Alright then. Yeah, no, I'm good. You can leave now. Goodbye. See you around. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hi, Miss Bye. What do you like again? Also, I forgot to ask her 2 questions. I guess 3. Yeah. Let's make her a drink first. Okay. So I still don't know what her favorite is. And I don't remember what she likes either. So we are gonna shoot for a 4. Or something that gives me 3. Yeah, let's make her a 6, yeah? I have a lot to ask about you. Chocolate, you gave her 1. Now I'm starting to relax. Let me talk a little. You see, as someone who serves a large variety of tea, is vital to have a good understanding of the various plants and herbs that make up the drinks. It's only natural that part of the knowledge includes the study of poisonous substances and ways to neutralize them. In my homeland, there's plenty of stories of old men picking flowers in the wild, believing they can brew the most delicious pot of tea. Should I be saying this? Why not? Anyway, such stories often end with those old men covered in deadly rash, desperate for help, so you need to know how to treat them. Sounds like a smart habit. What do you recommend today? You come here for the drinks. I'm honest, I missed the buzz of the tea terrace when it closed at 5. Truth be told, the buzz has diminished these last few months. What happened? I think it's the shadow of war. People need something stronger than tea to brighten their spirits right now. This speakeasy has all the light and life I miss. And the drinks? Yes, nice enough. I'm not a big drinker, but I do love conversation. And anything looses the lips. That's quite as well as liquor. I was considering offering coffee to my patrons too, though. But if I sell coffee, how can I get a big pot of tea? I drink the little espressos fast and leave. You could sell cappuccinos, or you could serve espresso at the shop window. Or perhaps I could call them yappuccinos. That's funny. She's a cute old lady. Tell me about your place. I enjoy it. It's been a privilege to serve my customers these past 37 years. Oh, wow. Came here at the age of prosperity. I've never looked back. The tea terrace is a little slice of Hoxia right here in Sara. How's business? Well, I was busy, but I confess the mood isn't as serene as it used to be. Shadow Ward is not helping with business, and I don't really enjoy talking about it, so let's find a better subject. No one wants to talk about the war. Has the tea terrace changed over the years? Very much. Following the teas and customers. The decor ages like wine, though it could probably do with more regular dusting. Like your customers? It's my job. Take care of them, but my passion too. Enjoy getting to know this younger generation with the optimism and their vibrancy. It's a pleasure to listen to in on their conversations. I believe the young folk are much wiser than my generation. They treat art, culture, and even tea as they should. Something to explore, debate, and enjoy. My peers are too stuffy to dower. The youth hold the future. We should respect elders. The youth hold the future. Indeed, and when the tea terrace opens again, I look forward to seeing their flirtation, their debates, and their funny fashions. I enjoy being caught up in the tangle of their lives. It keeps me young. I mean, I'm not going to ask you any more questions about this, because I only have 2 left. So let's go ahead and present it thanks to her. No, I don't believe that. Lena has a stressful life. If she was taking medication, I'm sure she had a good reason for it. She's a responsible girl. Girl, the fuck? I don't really see how that's any of my business. Thanks anyway. That's crazy to me. Hey, Wendy, I'm sorry you're in a bad mood, my guy. I mean, Maria. I called her Wendy. Possessing knowledge is not a crime. Okay. little woman that Hugo introduced as Elena Ernest sits down on the stool. There's an aura of authority around her that only comes with age. Her expression is pleasant and polite, but you know it can become stern in the flesh. Fascinating how Detective Mertens walks in and out here, unbothered by the fact it's the same business he once shut down. I would introduce myself, but I suspect that given the look on Detective Mertens' face when he saw me, he's already told you who I am. Still, I enjoy these kinds of pleasantries, even if they are redundant. I am Elena Ernest, former detective at the Bacobie Police Department and current private investigator, almost retired, but not quite. It's a pleasure to meet you. Since I'm no longer on the constabulary's payroll, there's no need for me to feel guilty about enjoying a drink at an illegal bar. Should you make something for me? What sort of flavor you like? Would simply fruity flavors be enough for you to work with? Could you make something for me? Yeah. She says simple fruity flavors. So what instantly comes to mind is the Pineapple Joy, but her tolerance is pretty high. So something that has a 3. So maybe the one night stand? Thinking one night stand. Yeah. It's the only high level drink with 3, so I know I've been making a one night stand a lot, but Pirate Joy seems like it would be right up her alley, but I wanted something else for her. Okay, well, that's why I can drink this. After Vincent told me about Hugo's antics, I decided it would be a good idea to visit this place. I hear you've been roped in to help. That is correct. Murder of Elena Dragos. 7 days and no progress. The first correct deduction Hugo made was realizing that he is out of his depth, floundering like a drowning man looking at a receding shoreline. A year ago, after that high-profile case, he was flying high, but he's in decline now, and he knows it. We're seeing him on the way back down. The waxen wings melted pretty quickly. I'll speak plainly here. I'm here to help as a favor for 3 people. First, Vincent. He's an old friend, and his reputation depends on whether or not you can help Hugo solve this. Second is Faye Bang, the owner of the Tea Terrace. She's innocent in all this, and it would help me sleep at night, knowing she's no longer on the police's suspect list. And the final person? Me. This case is special. I need to be involved. Hugo warned me about this. I could certainly use the help. Why is it special to you? Let's establish the bounds of our relationship. I've never extended such an offer before, so this is a one-time opportunity. I'm willing to advise you. I was investigating in Bacobie before Hugo was born. When you need wisdom and experience, speak with me. The price for my insight is the information you provide. For you, the deal will be a good one. Whether you make use of my services or not is up to you, of course. Now, thanks for the drink. I'll be heading out. But she literally just left. This chick. Exactly. I'm so sick of these people. Anything else I need to know about Lena? Keep conversation with her to a minimum. She's accustomed to manipulating experienced detectives and seasoned criminals. She'll eat you for breakfast. You want me to avoid her? As much as you can while still using her skills in the investigation. Will she say the same about you? Undoubtedly. How do I know who to trust? Because I just told you who to trust. You have any questions? Yeah. I don't really want to share anything with you, to be frank, but... Maria bought a book on poisons from the library mere weeks before the incident. Coincidence or not, that does not look good for her. Excellent work. Having to move back home with your tail between your legs, a humiliating affair for any young man, I would imagine. Still, it doesn't seem to have motivated him to find work. Is he really just that lazy, or is he getting money some other way? Well, surely can't trust you, Hugo. Exactly. This is all Lena's big secret, and Killian Durand, Maria Popa, and Wendy Brooker all knew about it. Interesting. I didn't think you'd get your hands on this so easily, bartender. Well done. Stimulants can have a nasty side effects when taken in excess, so much is true. But I think Alina was a little too bright to make that kind of mistake. However, I do believe this answers some questions about a piece of evidence we already have. Don't you agree? No? I don't know what the hell you mean. Maria must have cared for Alina a great deal. It's starting to seem rather unlikely that she's our killer. Still, how like much of an actress to me. But let's run this past the people that know her well, just to be sure. Interesting. It's possible she learned at a young age out of mere curiosity, of course. One has to wonder why such a topic was ever relevant in her life to begin with. Perhaps it's time to take a closer look at Miss Bai's past. No, I'm okay. Get the hell out of my... Get out of my bar. Sorry, y'all. I just really don't like Hugo. For real. These have to connect. No? I'm just gonna try connecting everything to everything. That way, if it's grayed out, I will not try again. I was gonna say, I think it's not connecting. Hold on. Okay. Bookworm. Alina secret. I hate that Alina died, y'all. Like, it really bothers me because I really liked her. I was super kicked just about everybody in that dang bar, starting with Hugo and that rude chick first. Oh, the rude chick last. That's fair. Making the case kind of personal. Yeah, I'm wondering if I got it wrong and that it wasn't, what's his name? Elliot. With the first case. And if it was actually Peter. I mean, Elliot did escape captive. What? Captivity. Said that one of these clues connects with something, but when I try to connect different clues with different things, they don't connect. Okay, blackmail. Someone knew about Alina's drug use, been blackmailing her, considering she stopped paying money shortly before her death. Alina may have been killed by someone desperate for her money. She should be able to connect with Alina and Killian. We're just gonna blindly connect everything until it's like grayed out. To me, it just makes the most sense. Okay. I know it takes a minute to do this, but that's how we find the most connections. No. Didn't mean to do that. Ah! Why did I just do that again? Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I know I keep kind of going in circles. Just making sure I connected everything. Okay, now it's just this one. Killian's freedom. After Alina... Okay. Killian was cut off from Alina's money after the breakup, and his spending is heavily restricted by his controlling parents. He could have resorted to blackmailing Alina for money. Okay. That's great and all, but we're still gonna do all this. Finally. I learned my lesson with the first case, okay? Alright, Killian's freedom. We will resume the matches. So there's no possibility that I missed anything. I know none of these connect, but it'll just give myself a peace of mind and I'll remember. Has Killian's debt ever been paid off? Killian doesn't have debt. That's the issue. Killian never had debt. It's just that we're thinking that he used Alina. He was dumped by Alina and also cut off, which then probably led to his lack of financial freedom. And then we also know that Alina was using drugs to cheat. I thought he actually loved Alina. I see I was wrong. Well, we don't know. To be honest. Okay, finally we made some progress. Jeez. Okay, I'm not going to move on to the next day. I'm just going to save the game and end the stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my streams. If you missed any of this particular playthrough, the previous 2 videos are located on my YouTube page, which Mako or somebody's going to put... Okay, somebody, thank you for putting it in the chat. I will be resuming this game tomorrow with session 4. What else? This was actually pretty interesting. I'm surprised I even got Elliot. I don't know if he was actually the person who got rid of Natalia with case 0, but I'm glad to have figured out that it was him, despite not being able to pin, like, okay, well, where did he get the syringe from, you know? This one is quite interesting as well. I don't think it's going to be as convoluted as I thought it was going to be. I don't suspect that Maria's the killer because she was researching. She researches things for the sake of researching. Like, she likes to read. So I think it might just be she might be a red herring as to whether or not she's the culprit. And to me, I feel like Fang Bai is also not the person who committed the murder because she says she actually likes the youth and knowing about their drama or hearing about their drama and stuff. So it doesn't make logical sense to me as to why it would be her to do it. So the only people now that is pointed to are Peter and Killian. And Peter, we haven't seen him enough, let alone be able to question people about him to really get any information. And Killian has had some weird type of responses to what happened. So we're gonna see how that goes in tomorrow's session. Can't believe we made it to another 3 hours. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great rest of your evening. This video is gonna be on YouTube before. I don't want to say before midnight. Probably before tomorrow morning. Yeah. For tomorrow morning. I I hope everyone has a great rest of your evening. Make sure you eat something good, and I will see y'all in tomorrow's session with part 4 with case 1, stream number 4. We'll be on day 5. It's day 4 right now, but yeah. Alright, I'll see y'all next one. Annyeong!